Hi everyone. Oh god, the hair in my eye. Almost pulled my eyelash off. Anyways. Hi guys, I feel like I wanted to do a talking video, like one subject and kind of just like talk about it for a few minutes. Kind of just came to me when I woke up this morning. I woke up earlier than I would have if I wouldn't have had all these thoughts in my head. School's coming up in a few weeks and I don't know, I feel like I'm like anxious to go back, and there's just like a lot of things to do. Make sure everything is set, financial aid is set, housing is okay, and just like all this stuff. So I thought it was appropriate to do a college video, the roommate situation. I don't know how it is for all schools, but I know for my school in particular, when you sign up for student housing, it is linked to a housing application. On this housing application, you basically have to fill in these bubbles about yourself. Super clean to I could really care less. I mean, I don't know how many choices they give us, maybe 4. The problem with that is that I feel like people are not honest. I just feel like people lying. So when they put people together, you know, random draw or however they do it, it's like you can get put with someone who claims that they're neat and that they're clean, but they're really not. And that's the problem. That's another video. Living with 2 roommates is better than living with 3. I've always wanted to live with as least number of people as I possibly could. Dorms, which is when there's a whole floor full of rooms, or you have a roommate for sure. Or you could have lived in the apartments with a roommate and then 2 in the other room. Or you could, you know, go off and find, you know, wherever else you wanted to live. I just remember seeing groups of girls who hung out with roommates all the time, and I wanted that. Me and my roommates were not that close. We got along, but we weren't close. I had other friends who I didn't necessarily live with, but it would have just been nice to, you know, be close with your roommates. I just took 4 classes, which at my school is 12 units. I know how I am, and I didn't want to put too big of a load on myself. The only bad part about it was that I was a business and marketing major at the time. If you watch my other video, you know that I hate math. I don't know why I didn't think that math was going to be a huge part of being a business major. Like, everyone knows that. Like, everyone but me knew that, apparently. So I would go to math class, and be miserable because I absolutely hated math. So my advice would be to just really look into your major and make sure that the classes that you're gonna need to take you will enjoy and you'll be able to pass, because I was having trouble. My way to get through my weeks were to look forward to the weekends. I knew that I was gonna have fun, and that was how I got through my weeks, because my weeks were just this stressful with the classes that I was taking for business. The weekend, they were on point. I could say that after high school, friendships will change. Some for the better and some not necessarily for the worse, but they will change. Coming out of high school, everyone has different plans for the next stage of their life. And you know, some people want to stay home and work. Some people want to go off to college, which is okay. But what you have to understand is that the people that go off to college and the people that don't have 2 different mindsets. I'm trying to find the best way to explain this. People that go off to college are now more responsible for everything, really. For themselves, for their finances. They have to be more responsible because they are off on their own. But personally, I just feel like college just teaches you a whole lot about life and about yourself. Just being away from home and being kind of thrown into the real world in a way, your mind changes, the way you think changes. I think your common sense changes. I think your critical thinking changes. Like, everything is different. And when you don't have experiences that college gives you, you lose out on that. And it's not to say that those things can't come later on in life, because they can. After college, when you do get out and you do get into the real world and you get a career, it's like you need these things. It's very rare that people come out of high school and become successful. It's not in the books for everyone to become successful out of high school. Like, you have to have a plan. It's extremely important. Finals, overnighters, sleeping in the library. There's something in the air. Like, drinking Red Bulls all night. It's just stress, not eating, losing weight because of it. When finals comes around, it's almost just like there's this different vibe. Like, people are stressed, period, point blank. One thing that I've never done was stress about finals. I personally, if you do your work and you do good throughout the whole semester, there should be no reason why you're stressing over this last test. Like, it should not make or break your grade. That's just too much. It's like making me anxious just thinking about it. Like, you can't not go to class, not do your homework, not turn in anything, and by the time finals comes, you're like, oh my god, I have to pass this or I'm gonna fail, like crying on the inside because you're just hoping to pass. Nobody has time for that. No. Just stay consistent throughout the entire year and don't slack off, and then when it comes time for the end, decide to all of a sudden get your stuff together. Like, no, that's not healthy at all. Like, no. So I think that concludes this talk. I feel like I'm gonna do a lot of these. You guys could please comment below anything you want me to talk about or like show or do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon.